What is up with the squad? It's Cess, your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies in the building. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? Gang! Hey, man, rock out with your cock out, man. Put the cocks in the chat. It's a real player's birthdays. Gotti with the shotty. Big Drip Don Staley. We got Gamecocks at the Met. We just finished up the preseason. So I thought I would come up here and just talk. Just hang out with my Gamecock fam for a little bit. I got Coach coming up here a little bit later, and we'll do the CC show here in a little bit. But I wanted to just catch up with y'all, see how y'all was doing. See what y'all thought about the folks at the Met Gala. I just got finished watching the other few minutes of Asia getting pranked. Oh, man, that shit had me in tears. When that man said we could do some business, he was like, Asia, you really boned me here. Bro, took me down Asia's face. Have y'all seen them clips? Oh, my gosh. Y'all coming in the door. Hit the like, hit the share. They both right there. They both right there. What is the word? What is the word? What is the word? How did y'all day go? Y'all let me know. What South Carolina alum is ready to shake up the WNBA in 2026 the most? Who is it? Put your pick in the chat, man. Put your pick in the chat and tell me why. Let's talk some hoops. What we got going on? Danbury Sports Highlights. What's up, fam? Reggie, what's up? Okay, you think AB? Okay, tell me why AB. Smalls the one, what's happening? Mocha Latte, what's up? What's up? White Wolf, what's up? Quick check-in. Early check-in. I'm kind of just doubling up Gamecocking in the CC show. But I wanted to catch some of y'all before it got too late to talk some Gamecock and stuff, and then we're gonna get to the CC, and then we'll get the CC show in. But hey, yeah, A was looking. Hey, for a minute, A was looking at Bam like, hey, like I don't know, like if she was looking at like Bam, like we might got to fire off on him. She told the young girl, I'm sorry that you got to go through this. Hey, A's face though, classic. I cannot wait to see the get back. I cannot wait to see her get back. Did y'all see everybody all dressed up? All the WNBA players? And I don't know. I heard that Hannah went to the. I heard that Hannah Doggo was at the Met. Was invited to the Met, but I haven't seen any pictures. Was Hannah at the Met, y'all? Let me know if she was at the gala. What did Travis Kelce wear? Really, Travis Kelce? I don't know, y'all. I'm still getting some pictures in from the Met Gala. Y'all let me know if y'all checked it out. Yeah, I was looking. Are you hearing this? Lisa Peel, what's good? You back at the crib? Glad you made it home safe, fam. What is the word? What's the word? Angel, Asia, and Paige look good. Who else was there? Let me see who else was at the Met. Paige had on the pantsuit, I think. Asia was at the Met Gala. Who else? Angel. Is that my only? And Paige, was those my only WNBA folks there? Was Sabrina Nesco there? Let me know if Sabrina was there. Asia, okay. Shay, what's happening, fam? Mill Dog, what's the word? Michelle Sessions, what's happening? Yo, did y'all first of all, did y'all see Plies and Khadijah Sessions in the white party wishing Don the happy birthday? They look like they had fun at the white party. We might have missed one right there, y'all. We might have missed one right there. Yeah, hit that like button. It's for free. Had the pantsuit on. They were the only dub people. Okay. Who else did I see? I seen I think Venus went. I think I saw Venus. She's in a boot. Yes. Okay. Oh no, they said she was confirmed, even though she had a minor ankle injury. But I haven't seen no pictures of her, and I haven't seen no pictures of or Hannah. I don't know. I thought this was a dope picture right here with Asia Coco and Kiki. Try to share what I see out here. This ain't really what I came up here to talk about, although we can. Some of the stuff I saw, let me see. I mean, they had a good time at the Met. We getting out, ain't we? We popping out. The dub. Hey, women's basketball is everywhere. We popping out. We popping out. I like to pick an A in Angela Bassett. I don't even think I've seen that one yet. I think I don't know. I probably have just begun to scratch the surface. Of Met Gala action. I did see Naomi Osaka's outfit. Well, I don't know. I saw the beginning of it when she left. I think it turned into something else. I saw Cardi. I saw Cardi leaving out, but I couldn't see what Cardi was wearing. Oh no. Oh wow. Uh, Beyonce and Blue. I ain't seen them yet either. Oh, I have questions. So many questions. Oh, I'm sure that okay. So okay, the CC fans are looking for CC at the Met. The pick I saw the Met Gala were nice, but A looked gorgeous. Yeah, A hit him with the short hair. Um, Asian man, listen, I love it. I love it. Katy Perry set herself on fire for the Met Gala. I don't know what's going on, y'all. Okay, I'm leaving. I can't with the Met Gala. Did you see NBA and NFL there? No, I haven't seen none of them. You didn't care for Rihanna's dress? I think I saw Rihanna. So Michael B. Jordan came with just like the gold. You're supposed to look like a superhero. Okay. Hmm. I'm not really the fashionista type. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Angel. Who y'all thought looked the best? Oh, Steph and Aisha's in the building. Okay. Oh, there go Beyonce. Oh, she got like the little Shira hookup. Okay. Okay. Yeah, blue looking like Destiny's Child. Beyonce. All right. All right. Mm. Mm. At least having to check people online. All right, let me jump into what's going on in the land of the Gamecocks in preseason, because we tearing shit up. We tearing shit up in the dub. I loved what we did this preseason, and I'm super excited for what we got coming up. So let me see. I'm trying to make sure that I got everybody. So y'all help me make sure I'm remembering everybody. Ain't nobody got cut. So we got Asia. We know she the standard face MVP. We got Aliyah, Kamilla, Raven that changed the whole game. Like they raving about Raven. Raven is exactly what Indiana needs and exactly what the WNBA needs. Let's see. Because we didn't get to watch, I didn't get to watch everybody's game, and we didn't get to talk about everybody's game. Te-Hina Paopao gonna be that shooter in Atlanta. And Madina grabbing rebounds. You know what? I don't even think it's like she still got something to prove. I mean, like she has arrived. I know that it's still a lot that Madina got that she can add to her game, but I love where she's starting at. Alicia Gray, Zia Cooke, Sania Feagin, Taniya Latson, Laeticia Amihere, and Ty Harris. Is that everybody? Did I get everybody? I hope that that's everybody. If I forgot somebody, y'all remind me. Um, let's start with Asia and the Las Vegas Aces. I know we didn't look that. I know people are like, "Oh, they didn't look that great. Their defense." No, we didn't. We didn't look good in Texas at all. Um, but I'm not worried about Asia at all. Let me see. Thankful for the love, respect, the support you guys show our team. You are the one I enjoy listening to. Keep being you. I love your show. Thank you, Alonzo. I appreciate it. Listen, I love the Gamecocks. I like to highlight the stuff that we do. And we won't necessarily, I won't necessarily be up here that long, but I do want to highlight the work that we do, because people be so quick to talk about what we don't do and what don't do and what we don't do. Um, of the Gamecocks that signed contracts to start the season, are we all still on the team right now, or am I tripping? Remind me, remind me. These women deserve coverage, man. They all of the work that they do, the hard work that they do, the way that they carry this league, feeding families, carry these leagues, feeding families, I should say. Dr. Ivy Girl, what's up, fam? We just hanging out talking Gamecocks. It was Dawn's birthday. It is Dawn Staley's birthday. It is Agat McKeer's birthday. So I definitely want to come up and get them put some birthday love in the chat for them. For Big Drip. I think they said Big Drip turned 56. And I don't know how old Gotti turned today. But for them to have the same birthday, and then I also think I want to say it's Cody McMahon birthday today too. Lot of real hoopers born on this day. This ain't a bad day to share a birthday with some folks. Not a bad birthday at all. Okay, so let me see. Asia only played in one preseason game, but I mean, she was Asia. I think A played like 23 minutes. She gave us 18 points. 18 points. He shot 55, 56% from the floor. She didn't shoot that well from free throw line, like 61%. She also hadn't played 5-on-5 basketball since October, so nothing to worry about. It's not like A needs a preseason to validate anything, so we ain't worried about that. Smooth T, what's up? Yep, y'all coming in, hit the share. They both right there. Let me know what y'all. Let me see. What was my question for y'all today? Let me know what y'all thought about the folks at the Met Gala, and which South Carolina alum is ready to shake up the WNBA the most this season? Which one? I mean, it's easy to say Asia, because I got Asia winning the chip again. But could it be somebody else? Could it be a Paopao that makes some noise down there in Atlanta? Could it be Feagin? Could it be Feagin over there in Los Angeles? Yeah, in the chat, y'all tell me this. What is the one thing, if anything, that Asia still has to prove? Because I don't think she's chasing validation anymore. To me, the answer might just be separation, or it could be nothing. What is it that? Okay, Raven, Natty Laddie. Okay, it's gonna be Raven due to the fact everybody had low expectations on what she could bring to the WNBA in the first place. Who? Oh no, I didn't have low expectations. So that's like Anthony. That's like I said. The question is, which South Carolina alum is ready to shake up the WNBA 2026 the most? So I guess, are you saying that you had low expectations of Raven? I didn't have low expectations of Raven coming in. And I think she'll be able to shake up the dub, maybe because of the opportunity that she's going to get to play. But in no way have I been supporting that young lady all of these seasons and then like, you know what? She probably going to get to the dub and flame out. I've been talking big shit about Raven since the first time I dropped the spotlight about that kid. So I don't know. Is that really is that's the South Carolina? You think she's gonna shake up the WNBA because people had low expectations of her? I don't know. I mean, she may win over some people that didn't know basketball, but to me, people that know basketball should have understood that Raven was gonna be a problem from the gate. Now it's the non-basketball, it's the low basketball IQ folks and the first level thinkers that I think may be like, oh man, damn, look at Raven. We need to go back and watch. But if you know basketball and you've been watching basketball, you should have been knew who Raven was gonna be. Big Mama, okay. Raven, nothing because she improved in areas of the game every year. A comes in and asks, shit, what can I improve on this year? They were talking about that in the interview. I would love to see Fago. I would love to see Feagin have a breakout year. I would love to see Feagin shake up the dub this season, because that would mean like the Sparks show some commitment to Feagin and getting Fago on the floor and letting her show off her bag. Like Feagin, I wish they would let Feagin show off her bag. Feagin bag is so deep. Draft analyst people on social media, just the outlook on her wasn't overwhelming like some of the draftees that was coming into the dub. Oh well, yeah, first level thinkers, non-basketball watchers, people that take basketball in clips, highlights, and box scores. Yeah, but I usually don't have them in the conversation, so I don't be worried about what they think or what they get. Yeah, you know what I mean. They don't factor into my basketball conversation. Some people haven't watched enough basketball to be in a basketball conversation with me, and some people don't understand basketball enough to be in a basketball conversation with me. Those are those people. So I don't need to waste my time with them. Them is the ones I tell, hey man, you might well move around. Their opinions don't matter at all. It don't hold weight because they don't know shit. Which Gamecock fan ever had doubt that Raven wouldn't make a difference in the WNBA? I don't think there's Gamecock fans that doubted Raven. But we definitely had haters in here. Well, I don't know. I ain't gonna say they aren't Gamecock fans. I wouldn't consider them Gamecock fans. Now, that doesn't mean that they don't consider themselves Gamecock fans. But that wouldn't be my assumption. I was like, yeah, I rock with the Gamecocks. And then they had like then there was a question mark about anything Raven. It wouldn't work for me. It would not work for me. Get that later. Hold on, let me see what's happening here. What I do? Sorry about that. Oh, we got a special baseline with the commission coming tomorrow. I'm trying to finish the confirm the time. Miracle Rider, what's up? So I don't know. I think I don't. There's nothing left for her to prove. I think at this point, Asia's just she's on. It's the separation. It's the separation that she's chasing. She's at this point. I mean, she's playing for history, not permission. Even if you know a little, even if you only know a little bit about what a point guard do, Raven is the real deal. Not everybody. Well, some people don't know that they don't know the little bit that they think they do know about being a point guard. Smooth T, I'll say that. I think that's where A is in 2026. Aliyah Boston. I mean, she's like she got the epic provision. And she is the offensive hub, right, for the Indiana Fever. Only played in one preseason game, 10 minutes, 4.6 assists, 1 rebound, 1 block. People be like 4 points. If you just look at the points, you missed the story. So please do not do that part. This is Aliyah Boston, big Boston. We talking about but I think the big thing for me that with Aliyah Boston that I wanted to talk about is, hey, Aliyah Boston had 6 assists in 10 minutes. 6 assists. Aliyah Boston with 6 assists. Aliyah Boston flirting with triple-double type numbers. Zia or Feagin. I think Zia is set for a breakout season just because how they set up. To me, if Seattle shows up and try to do anything besides like Zia Cooke, Flau'jae Johnson, and like Jordan Horston, it's a side eye for me for them. It's a side eye for me. Like, what are y'all doing? Where are we headed? What is the plan here? Because we just watched them have success. But let me stick with Aliyah Boston real quick. I think the 6 assists tells you exactly where the type of player she's becoming. Oh, okay. But also how Stephanie White is looking to use her, not just as a post scorer, but like this offensive hub where you can kind of the ball will run through her, so she can catch it at the elbow, on the block, in the delay action, short roll, make decisions. I mean, she's gonna be more like a connector instead of a finisher on the plays. And for a big, that's where the value explodes for Aliyah Boston. The way she's in shape, I think Aliyah's in like, I don't know, mid-season form, mid-season shape. Probably down there could play the 4 or the 5. Since she's a center that can score and pass, they gotta pick their poison with Big Boston. All business. We don't talk about Aliyah enough. We don't talk about Aliyah enough. And then when people do talk about Aliyah, it's always on some bullshit ass narrative instead of like all of the things that she really can do. and she doesn't always need to dominate the box score to control the game. And I think that gets lost on Aliyah, and it's not always Aliyah is what I call a dirty work player. She does dirty work. So it doesn't always necessarily jump off the screen, although as she continues to add this three ball and some of this other stuff, she'll pop off the screen more. But what can she do? Screen, seal, pass. She's vocal. She defends. She can get everybody organized, right? She's the calm in the middle of all the noise, right? And then she's still having to monitor Caitlin and make sure Caitlin doesn't fuck up the church's money over talking to the refs and being over dramatic and calling attention to shit that don't even need to have attention called to it. Like there's times where she can totally throw off the flow of the game with that tantrum, me ass energy and attitude that Caitlin brings to the floor. So managing that plus all of the other things she does, it's like shit. Let's go. Let's see. ABC's the floor well, and each year she's improved the game every year as well. Absolutely, Michelle Sessions. I mean, and the thing about AB is, and maybe it's because of the team that she plays on, but I just think it's underrated the way that she adds to her game. I think it's underrated the way that she adds to her game. There's never any fall off. Aliyah's consistent. But I guess also that's kind of like the expectation with South Carolina Gamecocks. That we come back with something added to our game every year. Only thing with Aliyah is like, yo, I want to make sure that she's healthy. I'm going to make sure that she's healthy. First player in WNBA history to use that epic provision. That's massive. That makes Aliyah Boston like a fucking case study. We got a Gamecock that's a case study now for how young elite players can be valued under this new structure. And what's dope about that is Aliyah's always carried herself as nothing else but a pro. Nothing but a fucking pro. Even in South Carolina, she was always reliable. That's the word I think that's the word that I want people to respect more. Reliable. People be wanting explosiveness. They be wanting viral, these highlight clips, all that bullshit. Franchises need reliable, predictable, that type of shit. She's the player that shows up, learns the coverages, handles the scouting report, communicates, don't get sped up, take criticism. That's AB. Not always the loudest player, but her game got volume. She got that footwork too, that touch, that strength, IQ. I mean, shit. And now she got a contract that confirms the franchise sees her as more than just a piece. And that was what I wanted for Aliyah. Like, people kept talking about AB like an afterthought. Like, once Caitlin got there, like, oh yeah, and Aliyah. No, not fucking and Aliyah. Aliyah and the rest of them. Aliyah and the rest of them. That's that rookie of the year. That's the one that was there before Caitlin. That's the one who put that big work in. That's the one who anchors this thing. And so now that contract says what? That they see her as a pillar. And that's the word. That's my word for AB this year. Pillar. She's not some kind of decoration on that goddamn on their roster. She holds structure. She's part of that. She's a solid piece of what's going on right there. Let's see. They dogged out the first year unrivaled, and then she came back and had a massive year in the dub. Yeah, but I don't know if they dogged her out or if they just made her get better. They challenged Aliyah in a way that she needed to be challenged. I think she played her way into great shape. She had to get quicker, and I think it was the same thing, kind of like what Joyce talked about, maybe Michelle. Joyce talked about like on 3x3 is you got 12 seconds. There's no time to think basketball. You got to play basketball. You got to trust your instincts, and you got to go, and you got to move your feet, and you got to make the right decision. I just think that she got she got comfortable with the speed of that game, and it helped her fucking tremendously. But it's because she locked in. That's because people started hating on her because she worked well with Caitlin. AB was the MVP of Indiana last year. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Because a lot of times people talk about Kelsey Mitchell as the MVP of Indiana. How do y'all feel about that? Where does Kelsey Mitchell fit in all of this? Where does Kelsey Mitchell fit in all of this? Y'all let me know. And that's not a knock on Kelsey Mitchell. I just want to know, people talk about Kelsey. Kelsey does a whole lot of scoring. I don't have a lot of highlights of Kelsey Mitchell on the other side of the ball. Aliyah Boston will give you a whole game. But then people be like, you biased because you're a Gamecock fan, and I am, right? That's all business right there. Why are you surprised? Why do you think people are surprised that Indiana paid AB her worth and made a clear statement? I don't know why people are surprised, because they damn near watched her. They watched her earn it. I don't know why people act surprised. Well, I take that back, Alonzo. They probably act surprised because they're so used to seeing Black women not be paid their worth, right? And they probably didn't expect it from Indiana. I think that people believe that because Indiana drafted Caitlin and had one narrative with Caitlin when she first got there, that's still the narrative in Indiana. And I don't think that people have caught up with the fact that in Indiana, they've moved the fuck on from that narrative, and they're on like some we were one game away from the finals type narrative, and how the fuck do we get over the hump type shit. So it's like, you know what? Caitlin, you're no longer the show here, right? They were willing to have her be the show. She's no longer the show. We can feature you in what we're doing if you do well in what it is we're asking you to do. If you don't, you won't be featured. But we're moving on towards putting trophies in our trophy case. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got one. It's been a long time since we put anything else in there. We want some other stuff in there. This is Tamika Catching's organization. This is the one Tamika bought one to. This is a 5-time depoy. This is a place that Gamecocks have been routinely drafted to. They don't necessarily always stick. They ain't necessarily always played. But this has been one of the few organizations that have been routinely willing to take a chance on a Gamecock player. What used to happen when AB wasn't on the court? Listen, a lot of the momentum, the toughness, the foundation, the anchoring of the defense, all of that stuff was also on the bench. The other thing though too is just like Indiana totally shitted on Erica Wheeler, and they totally shitted on Alyssa Smith. So where they maybe could have had some other people that were around to kind of be able to help in that situation and what was going on there, it was like the organization lost their mind for just like, I don't know, like let's say like 72 hours or something when they first got Caitlin, and they made some decisions that really set them back a little bit, that they've been able to recover nicely from with adding Stephanie White and some of the moves that they made with their personnel on the roster. But yeah, they had made some questionable moves, but they trying to bounce back nicely. But this isn't about Caitlin anymore. So folks, Alonzo, folks have to get used to that. It's not about her. Let's see who else I got. Who else we got? Kamilla Cardoso, the nucleus of Chicago for me. Miller had 2 preseason games. Like, Kamilla played about 17 minutes in each game. 6.5 points, 4 rebounds, 1 block. Numbers are solid. But I think the story is actually here is, of course, that Camilla's role has changed. You know what I'm saying? So Angel's gone. We saw what Chicago is trying to do in, having Kamilla, to me, be the designated like nucleus of the Sky's offense. And that, I want people to understand, like, I'm not saying nucleus like she's the tallest person on the floor, right? That's not nucleus. It hold more weight than that. It's not a small word. It's not. It means it's not just a screen setter, not just a rim protector, right? The offense has to acknowledge you. That's what this is. It means that her development is going to affect the entire team's ceiling, and that's how they have to start treating and respecting Kamilla Cardoso in that organization and in that building. she's the nucleus, right? When they talk about who they are becoming, Kamilla is in the center of the sentence. And that's gonna be an honor and a challenge for her. But it's not a challenge that I don't think that she can live up to. But the to me, the trade of Angel says, and I know some people are like, yo, Kamilla's gonna be traded later this year. And you may be right. I'm not sure. So I'm operating as if Chicago would do. I'm talking as if Chicago is planning to keep Kamilla. The commission made a very, 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 very great point that I'm going to reiterate here when I talk about Kamilla that I think gets overlooked. Well, I know it gets overlooked because it's not even something that I think about. It's something that I take that probably was just taken for granted. But the commission pointed out that unlike anybody else from South Carolina, Kamilla Cardoso has been playing basketball continuously since our undefeated basketball season. And probably since the summer before that, because she did FIBA basketball and everything, right? So Kamilla's been playing basketball continuously since the summer before our undefeated season. Other people have had breaks. Other people didn't play as long. Some people didn't go over to China. Some people didn't do, you know what I mean? Some people didn't do FIBA basketball. She played a WNBA season. She left in the middle of that season to go do, stuff for Team Brazil. So I think a lot of that gets overlooked in what people talk about, right? When you look at Kamilla. What's going to matter the most here is the chemistry with the guards and her ability to stay out of foul trouble, which is going to be about, the perimeter defensive shit. So at first I was like, okay, the pick and roll connection with Skylar Diggins, that I'm circling that piece. Now you turn around and you add Natasha Cloud there, and I want to see what does that dynamic look like. Is T Cloud really on Chicago now? And so hopefully between her and Skylar, they'll get the ball to Miller. Yeah, Natasha Cloud signed with the Chicago Sky. That is my understanding. I'm liking the Rakilla. I'm liking the Rakilla name. Let's go, Rakia and Killer. Let's get it. I think Killer has to adjust to the dub after playing overseas as well as her new teammates. I think she'll be fine. It'll look better as the season starts. Absolutely. I'm still trying to think, who did they bring in to work with Kamilla there, though? Who's on the staff? Who's the development there? And I'm not saying that like Kamilla needs like 25 touches. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that she needs rhythm touches. I'm saying that she needs timing. She needs guards who trust the window, right? She needs spacing around her, early seals. Kamilla's gonna run the floor and make opposing bigs work. She love that. Defensively, she's gonna keep being a fucking deterrent. She's gonna dominate. People that don't try to measure her defensive impact in blocks, please, y'all. I don't want to hear that. Her defensive impact needs to be measured in the shots that people don't take, the drives that people hesitate on. That like, I was gonna fit a bop, but Kamilla's in there, so let me wop. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. When they picked the ball up earlier than they wanted to, okay, it's the offensive rebounds that she keeps alive. Right, the space, the fucking space that just being 6'7" with length and timing fucking occupies. Right, those are the things that you have to be able to measure Kamilla's impact on. This is a big year for her. This is a big year for her. This is an opportunity year for her. And I think that Kamilla has been doing everything that she needs so that her development is ready to meet this fucking moment. They telling her we need you. Kamilla is built for that because she's already played inside pressure environments, right? It's part of championship expectations. Had to learn how to impact games without always being the first option. So, owning the paint, owning the glass, owning the screen, owning the rim run, owning the communication, right? What does a successful Kamilla Cardoso season look like to y'all? Tell me. Is it double production? Is it top rim protector? Chicago being competitive? What is it? What is it that makes Kamilla's season? What does success look like for Kamilla this season? Let me make sure that I share this link with Coach Coleman. One moment. All right. Let me see what else. Who else did I want to talk about? But for me, for Kamilla, her success is for me. I guess it's Kamilla looking like she's their long-term solution. Like she's gonna be the identity of this team. Being able to establish a double now and being in late game situations. Okay, you want her to be you want her to average a double, maybe? Is that what we said? I like that. 99 in the chat, y'all. Hit the like, hit the share. They both right there. Let me see here. Who else we got? And I think Kamilla can get him that. I've always said that Kamilla is a 25-10 player any night she want to be. Any fucking night she wants to be. And the guards want to get her the ball. She can't pass herself the ball. So, but, understanding that piece of it. But if you feature Kamilla, if you feature her, she'll show out for you. So that's on Chicago to do that. Let's go down to Atlanta. Let's start with Aliyah Gray. Two preseason games. Aliyah played in. 10 minutes a game, 4 points a game, half a rebound, half a steal. Restricted minutes. I'm not tripping off them numbers at all. I ain't tripping off them numbers at all. You talking about a player like Aliyah Gray, the box scorer ain't the point. The Dream, they already know who she is. The Dream know who she is. So we're not playing in the preseason to try to discover who Aliyah Gray is. This was just, she's a known commodity. Protected veteran, 3-year, $3.7 million deal, third highest paid player in the WNBA, behind A'ja Wilson, Aliyah Boston, and 3 Gamecocks. I'm looking for her to have a breakout year. I know, Ryan does what she does, but Leisha already was in that MVP conversation, and I expect that to continue and expand. And I hope that her organization, I hope that her team gets behind her and pushes her as an MVP candidate, because she got an MVP type game. Let's see. Defensive pest, scoring leader. I like Leash because Leash don't never want whoever she guarding. Her thing is you ain't gonna never get comfortable with her. She take matchups personally. That's why I love to watch Leash play. And every fucking good team needs that. That's why. But I also say that's why I also say this is her team. Atlanta moving like they got some championship aspirations, I guess. I think the odds conversation got them sitting like in serious contender range. This right here, they got to decide. This got to be the hierarchy. They got to decide who closes, who guards the best perimeter player, where does the ball go when they offense stall, and who calm the team when the pace gets messy. And this is where I think Atlanta has an issue, because I think they brought back Jordan Kennedy, and what they needed to do, I'm sorry, and I know this is an unpopular take, but I think that Jordan Kennedy is better served as the starting point guard on another team in the WNBA, and Te-Hina Paopao serves this team really well as a starting point guard. This is me. Unpopular take. Just me. Excuse me. But this is, I think this is where grade matters the most. It's a lot of young talent. They got veteran steadiness. Can become like what they use to make the difference between if they just an exciting team or if they're actually a dangerous contending team. Dangerous teams can win a series. Exciting teams, they win a big game here or there. Atlanta want to be dangerous. I need for Atlanta to be dangerous this year. Not exciting, not fun to watch, fucking dangerous. And if they're going to be dangerous, Aliyah Gray has to be the adult in the room. She got to be right there. She's the one that's going to help Atlanta build the winning pro habits. And for us South Carolina fans, we know that she's one of those players who represent the long tail of the program's impact, right? So everybody talks about superstars, and I get that part, right? You talk about superstars, but the league isn't just built on superstars, it's built on professionals. Aliyah Gray is a fucking professional. She knows how to fit, compete, defend, produce without needing the whole system to revolve around her and all that shit, right? That's valuable. And that's why I'm not worried about her quiet preseason. Some players need preseason to make a case. She just needed to get some work in, get some shots up, and let Atlanta evaluate everybody else. That's a different tier, I think, that she's on. Do you think the WNBA teams will get rookies time to grow and develop with the new pay scale in place, or not so much? Yeah, I do. Most of them have guaranteed 4-year contracts. The first rounders have guaranteed first-year contracts. Round 2, round 3, you got to try to make a team. And then they got developmental roles. So some of them very much so will will get a chance to develop. But I mean, also every rookie that get drafted don't make it in any sport. You know what I'm saying? Some of them go home. Sometimes you find out, you wasn't good as you thought. Ain't that right, Coach?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, what a different a league makes.
What's happening, Coach?
What's happening?
What is the word? What's up, Shay? Yeah, Shay say. I agree.
It's
so we're
gonna wave
just,
day, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna just roll into the CC show. Just had Coach pop up. I didn't want to change links. We were already up talking, so we'll keep the conversation flowing. We're gonna talk about this. Go keep talking WNBA preseason. Right now, though, Coach, I'm still finishing up a conversation about just where our Gamecocks are at the end of preseason, the ones that were active. So, Te-Hina Paopao, I met Paopao. Listen, floor spacing with real value. 2 preseason games, she gave him 16.5 minutes per game, 10.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, 2 assists. The number that jumps off the page, 83.3% from 3.
Yes.
83.3, 83.3% from 3.
Yes, that is.
In 2 games, she missed 1 3. She shot 6 of them bitches. Nobody is gonna shoot 83%, for a full season, right? We're adults. Come on now, let's not fuck around. But that result matters because it confirms the skill. She's a what? Te-Hina Paopao. Bow is a shooter. That's a shooter. And she's ruder with that shit, man. 83.3. That's ruder than a motherfucker, man. 83.3. Man, that's not a she can hit one and get left open shooter. That's a floor spacer.
Right. That's right.
That's gonna be in your defense. Don't lose her. Don't lose her in the corner. Where's she at? That matters in Atlanta because they got interior gravity, right? So when you got a player who can draw attention inside, you need somebody on the perimeter who makes defenses pay for helping too much. That's Paopao.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because even though I'm talking about her being a shooter, her value is not just in how many points she scores. It's how much space she creates before the ball even get to her.
Before you even get there.
Before you get to her.
Yeah, what you can do. So they got to cover it. Yep.
Now, spacing don't show up in a traditional box score, so people don't even know what the fuck, they don't even know how to respect the spacing. But coaches, teammates, and defenses do.
Right. That's right.
When Paopau's on the floor, you can't leave her.
Can't leave it alone.
That's why shooting travels. Paopao ain't just a stationary shooter either. She got a guard feel. She can move the ball, make a read, play within the structure. What I'm looking for Paopao to do this year is take the next step in showing her defensive consistency. That's it. Defensive consistency keeps Paopao on the floor. That's a real weapon on the floor. That's like, man, I sunk your battleship. Bow. Bow.
B12. B Paopao.
Sunk my battleship. Yeah. She's like a heat-seeking missile.
Look, you sunk my basketball court.
You hear me? 83.3% from three? Man, quit playing. She fuck around, shoot 50% on the year.
And that's above average. That's infinity beyond 50% from the 3-point line.
In South Carolina, she learned how to be elite in a role without shrinking her game. That experience taught her how to value winning basketball, spacing, patience, shot quality. Pro habits. That means she can be dangerous without dominating the ball. That's how you get minutes in the dub. Paopao looked like she slimmed down. Yeah. Paopao got a shape. Paopao came back to be a pro.
That's right. For real.
Yeah. Paopao came back to be a pro, goddammit. Te-Hina Paopao is not playing around in this second season. She came back like somebody who understands the mission. Let's see. Let's stay in Atlanta. Madina Okot, Big Mo. 2 preseason games. I want to say she did about 22 minutes a game, 11.5 points, 8.5 rebounds, a block. In the debut against Chicago, I want to say she dropped 14 and 11. Man, that's how the hell you introduce yourself, ain't it? You don't need no speech if you put 14 and 11 on the floor. You ain't got to say that. My game set it off. See y'all tomorrow. Check ball.
Yeah, I mean, even in preseason, running the floor well, shooting the open shot, because, that kind of coach, Smesco, have that type of offense where everybody shoots when you're open, working on threes. So that's kind of probably boosts Okot's confidence. So, and I see the footwork even getting better. I pay attention to that. The last game they had, I see the footwork is getting cleaner. Not that it wasn't what she had South Carolina. The more you play, the more you grow, type of thing. Just to clarify that. So you just see that happening. I think, and I believe Okot will get stronger going up. Going up, and we call it up to gym.
Another thing though too is, Angel is her vet. Angel is challenging her, and you're going up against, Dub, Miss Me Bounce every day in practice. Like, yeah. I hope that you're growing there and adding to your game. Does her size of production travel? Yeah. I mean, in college, is you might be bigger than everybody, right? Everybody growing up in the pros, though. Everybody's strong, but and not everybody. Some people definitely need to get in the gym. I ain't gonna go there right now, but right, there's a few. Officer T. Davis, I didn't even trip that you stuck in here. What's going on, Officer T. Davis? Hollywood Pro Roy. Oh yeah, Raven Roy. They raving over Raven. Raven over Raven. For you hear him? Madina steps into the preseason and look like she can rebound in traffic. That tell me her motor is real. But Atlanta, that means she can be a high impact reserve center and probably a center that's going to get starter minutes here early because they got some injuries. Is that right?
That's right.
She can keep the structure intact, right? When your starter got to sit. And the cool thing about Madina, she don't got to be polished in every area right now. She got to be able to rebound, protect the space, finish some simple opportunities, set real screens, play with presence. The way she showed up in the preseason, she already understands the assignment. Now the next step is just like that discipline, right? Learning the whistle, learn positioning, when to contest, when to wall up, when to go for the block, when to stay vertical.
That's right.
Defend without, giving the officials a reason to make them sit their ass down, that type of stuff. Big Mama getting more runs will increase her game. Big Mama close to averaging a double-double her rookie year. Yeah, keep watching. Yeah, it's coming. Joe Mama, what's happening? But Madina stay available. Size reproduction, that's real size, active size, rebounding. That changes the second unit matchup, don't it? And it's just also for South Carolina fans, just another reminder that front court pipeline is serious. You hear me? Different players, different styles. Identity keeps showing up. You know what it is? What? Length, defense, rebounding, paint presence, winning habits. That's South Carolina. Land a dream like the Gamecock Hub. You know what I'm saying? Well, who else we got?
If he had some
go ahead,
I
Coach.
was just double checking. You said some recent injuries, but maybe this wasn't updated where I'm at, but they didn't say no recent injuries. But
Is Bree back?
Is it Brianna? Is that who we
Yeah, I
missing?
think she back. Is she back up? When I say is she back, I think she's back. Is she at full strength? Like, or she on minute restriction or anything?
I think that's what it is with Brianna. So, because it's not
Y'all
anyone
let me know
on.
if she back at full strength. Y'all hit the like and the share too. They both right there.
Yeah, because no one's on injury reserve right now. Just double checking. So, as of today,
Somebody hit the cash app. Buy me a Coca. Coach of Pellegrinos. We ain't had no Pellegrinos in a while.
I'd have it. I have it. Thank you, Auntie.
He ain't had no Pellegrinos in a while. Somebody feel like buy me a Coach a drink tonight. Yeah, I think so. I think it was Brianna that was out maybe earlier.
Yeah. That sounds about correct.
I want to say, did she just play? I want to say, did she just play?
I want to say this last game she played. The last preseason.
But I don't know if she's on minutes restriction or not. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that.
Let me
but I do
check.
still expect
the game.
Okay, but I do still expect Madina to get her minute. Get her minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna just look at this box score from their last.
I'm gonna go back to Indiana. Indiana, here I come.
Okay.
One preseason game, Ty Harris. One preseason game, 12 minutes, 2 points, 1 assist. Unprotected veteran, backup point guard. Came home. I don't know why people act like they don't know if Ty Harris is gonna be there. I got Ty Harris being in Indiana. She got familiarity with Stephanie White, right? Because they were together in Connecticut. Backup point guard is organization. Get the team into the sets, calm down the second unit, right? That type of stuff. Recognizing the offense getting too fast, feeds right matchup, manage space, pace, tempo, defend without fouling. That's a veteran job. That sounds like the perfect job for Ty Harris. I don't know why people think Ty not gonna be there. She's always had that steady guard makeup. That's who she is, right? Or I could be tripping. But I also think the Indiana needs that kind of guard depth.
I mean, I mean, Ty Harris,
Okay,
IQ.
Officer T. Davis. There we go.
Thank you, T.
Hold on.
Davis.
All right, Officer T. Davis, setting it off.
We got new
You
music.
ain't gonna be thirsty. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the
You got the
support,
real
man.
siren in the back right there.
Oh, I got don't tempt me. Listen, I'm not playing with y'all no more. I will sound the alarm. Don't play with me. I will sound the alarm. The alarm is here. I might start sounding the alarm for trolls. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, I mean, what I like about Ty Harris, she isn't even though she's a seasoned player, with a lot of experience in WNBA, her game, Ty Harris' game is still deceptive, right? She can score when needed, can facilitate and set up, and then all weak side we call weak side, and then Ty Harris will get in there and mix it up. What we call weak side rebounder, right? Something that great point guards or guards do well. They help their team rebound on the back. We call the back and the weak side. So I think, and then when you call we call it when you get seasoned, Ty Harris knows how to play intellectual defense, play smarter and not harder, right?
Right.
Some of the some of them you're not going to beat them foot speed, but you can beat them in angles, and that's what Ty does well. So someone Fever doesn't take him, the team could use that because it brings a stability and a mentorship possibility for because we see it right before our eyes. WNBA is getting younger, right? Has to, right? It's just that the necessity, not because it forcing players out. It's just where we're at in the time of the league. Check, seasons change literally, right? And so we see some of our favorite players playing into their sunset of their career, which is a great thing. Not saying Ty Harris is done, but I'm just saying this is her time in her career to mentor someone, pass some good knowledge on.
Well, not only that, I like the idea of being able to mentor somebody who you're familiar with, who's coming out of a program that you have like the same basic foundation from a collegiate standpoint, right? Like y'all speak the same collegiate language.
Right.
Talking about her and Raven. I also think it's beneficial for Indiana to be able to have three Gamecocks on the floor at one time, right? They can just do Gamecock stuff, right? It's do some Gamecock stuff. If that makes sense.
Right. You talking about tendencies, understanding.
Understanding. I don't know. They may know a trick Gamecock play that they can run. I don't know. Right? You know what I mean? Just like something only we know. Okay, hey, remember that time? Yeah, let's run that. Or you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's do an old school, let's do a 43. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? But just having that understanding of each other, but also the same understanding for your approach to the game and your approach to how you work to get better at the game, the accountability and the pro habits, right? You're gonna work in the gym just like I work in the gym because we come from we come from the same cloth. We come from the same cloth. And then if you're not, it's okay for me to be like, hey, what you doing? What you cutting corners for or whatever, right? Not that I think any of them would cut corners, but I expect them to hold each other accountable, but also take care of each other. So, but also be able to have what it is that they do together, the standards and the pro habits that they show up with that people see them do, rub off on the rest of the team. I already see it in the way that they approach defense when both Raven and Aliyah was on the floor together, because Aliyah gonna get after it. Raven is gonna get after it. When you got a anchor on your front court, and then you got somebody, you know what I'm saying, just a fucking pest at the point of attack. Everybody else better play, or you look a fool out here. Why your hands ain't up? Oh, this hard work we doing. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? Right. Well, our feet moving and sliding. Why your feet ain't moving and sliding? What are you doing? You know what I mean? You look crazy out here with all of this going on, and you're not getting in on this. What are you doing? But you can see a drop off when they went off the floor. So I expect Stephanie White to continue to take advantage of that energy, but I expect that to become more of the way they do things around here versus what happens when Raven's on the floor. Like the entire team is going to have to buy into defense for them to get over the hump. And Raven and Aliyah are the best one, are great to be able to take them into where they need to go. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think any person, whoever it is, like you said, has that quality, that level of player from South Carolina that's fit the franchise. It's just a standard that a coach doesn't have to. They already come with a standard and a work ethic and a level of play, and a level of commitment to practice where a coach doesn't have to keep preaching and teaching and convincing, and that makes the coach's job easier. So, and then especially having the guard position, Elias in the post, the 4 and 5 position, so all the the positions that require a natural grit and hustle that nobody should have to encourage you or remind you that you need. And I'm not saying that other players from other programs are lazy, but there's sometimes there are people come from programs where they're cut above or they have a cutting edge or that sets them apart, and that's what you see. What makes the program you come from? What makes you different? What makes you stick out? And what makes WNBA franchises and coaches want to go after these players? And it's the intangible, right? It's the thing from from the inside out. They got the skill on the outside, but do you have the thing that keeps the skill at a level, keeps the skill, and keeps your own self accountable. You keep yourself accountable to the skill that you've been gifted with, right? That's what I say. You know what your gift is in the sport that you play. Now, do you hold yourself accountable to your gift and your abilities? And so that's, I think, something that Dawn Staley has done well on the philosophy side, not just the playing side of not just accountability amongst each other, but accountability for yourself and expectation of greatness.
Absolutely. Let's see. And while we right here talking about Raven too, let me she had 18.3 minutes per game. 3 preseason games. 6 points, 4.7 assists, 2 steals, 5 steals against Dallas. That's what we already know that about Raven. Her game don't beg for attention. It disrupt. You know what I mean? Pick up full court, read
Right.
your eyes, never your passing lane, turn the defense into energy. Right. I love the way that she just came right into the WNBA and started making ball handlers uncomfortable, unfucking comfortable. And she's gonna do something that doesn't always go viral, but changes the rhythm of the game. 5 steals in a preseason game, that's not an accident. That's instinct. I need people to understand that. That's a skill set. That's instinct. That's anticipation. That's preparation. That's also confidence. It's also Gamecock style defense. That's that tween. But
I was waiting for it. I thought you might do it. I thought it might.
yeah, you got to talk about it. Her regular season outlook is a major defensive asset in the backcourt for them.
Yeah. Um, but I mean, also I want to put with it. If you notice from all season, you see how the jump shooting progressed. So you see that she was working on it, and then you get into the WNBA and has improved it. So and if you just look at that, if you're watching or you follow a player, just notice how throughout the season the shooting improves as far as the shot selection, efficiency, making more shots, adding, adding, uh, you know, adding a midi in the paint, the free throw line, or taking the contact and then shooting over top when you have a shorter defender on you. So just those things. Also, I would say, Auntie, anybody that has decent players on the middle school, high school level, study study Raven Johnson for her defensively, how she sees the game, what you're looking for, what you're looking to do, because she also has this gift of luring people into uh, passing it into her passing lane. If you notice that, and that's just one thing I wanted to say. And so I don't want to go over top with it, but it's Raven is one of your rare players. It doesn't come in his lifetime all the time, and so you do want to honor somebody like that. So I can't even imagine.
Absolutely. Um, what I love about Raven is Raven already understands that defense ain't like some fucking side hustle.
Right.
Right.
Right. DoorDash.
Excuse me.
DoorDash.
Yeah, it's not a side hustle. You know what I'm saying? She ain't. It's not a gig. She's not a. She's not.
Right.
A, she's not a. It's not a gig. Um, for
Let me
her,
drop some packages off.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. On the way from my other job, yeah, for her defense is identity. Like, but it's also how she can earn minutes early. When you can come in and change the energy, pressure the ball, make that opposing guard work they ass off, push pace off turnovers, make the coach feel like. See, what she does is this is the thing, and you can tell the way Stephanie White reacts when Raven checks in. It's like she feels like the team got sharper.
Yeah.
You can tell. That's how you become hard to take off the floor. So I think the next layer for Raven is going to be the offensive confidence, but we already seen that. Raven took a three that didn't fall, but she didn't hesitate to take it. And that's the thing
Right.
that Coach Staley talked about was that, Raven, we don't care if you missed the shot. We need you to take the shot because that's the shot that has to be taken in the moment. That's the shot. We'll figure out how to have you knock the shit down, but if you don't take the shot, it fucks up everything else. So you got to take that shot in the flow of the game. And that's not and that's listen 6 points, almost 5 assists per game in preseason. Good fucking sign. If I can get 8 points, 5 assists, and all that goddamn defense out of Ravens in the beginning and keep stacking on that, I love it. I don't want her coming in trying to hunt 20. I fuck all that. Organize, push the tempo, make the open shots, finish when the lane is there, right? Keep the ball moving. But be aggressive enough that defenses can't ignore her. That's the balance. She know how to do that.
Right.
My one word for Raven Johnson's rookie season, I'm telling y'all, disruptive, not chaotic, not none of that shit. Because chaos is random. Disruption is intentional. Raven is intentional with that shit she do. And surgical with it. Give me all your cookies. I want all of them. I think that was all I
Yeah. Cookie
Yeah,
Monster.
I
Wow,
want
wow,
all the
wow, wow,
cookies.
wow.
All the cookies. All the cookies. All the cookies. You know what I mean? Oh no, I missed some. 3 Gamecocks on the fever, 3 Gamecocks on my dream. Yeah, everybody gonna want multiple Gamecocks on their team soon. They got 2 down there in LA. That's the West Coast Gamecocks. I don't know what to call them.
Yeah, West Coast.
West Coast Gamecocks. I don't know. I went up there at the Seattle Storm. Zia Cooke. I don't know. People think Zia is fighting for space in Seattle, but I think that the relationship that Zia has built with her coach and the way that Zia showed up and played, she's already established herself in Seattle. I don't think she's fighting for anything. 2 preseason games, 19 minutes in each game, 15 and a half points, 1.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists. Led the Storm in preseason scoring. That's not small. Now, I understand she's on a training camp, unprotected style contract, fighting for a rotation role, but I feel like she earned her spot. Um, what do you think?
Far as
If she earned herself a spot because she was on the training camp contract.
I really, to me, I think you really do. Like, how much, the thing is to show the astuteness that you can catch on to the pace of how it wants you to play in space, offensively and defensively. Like, so all the other things will come. So it's a matter of the coaches having confidence in that you can, uh, they're not thinking, but you're playing, right? That's the thing, right? Because if you're thinking, then you can't move in game speed. So I think she's shown that significantly enough, and I hope to see her make the team really because so it's not not about scoring points, but can you be effective? And then also, I think we forget the fact of how important a scouting team is or a practice team of making your making just the overall team better when you're in practice. And so when players do that, so yes, you like to be on the court, you like to be in the bright lights, and you like to be seen on TV, right? Hey, mama, I'm on TV, right? Hey, dad, I'm on TV. But also is
Mm-hmm.
you have the skill to make your team better in practice, right? Because you work hard and you're always adding to your game. And so, from what I've seen, I've seen it effective. And you remember, it's the coach and the staff decision. Are they catching on fast enough, or do we have confidence in it, right? So a lot of times, everything is fast paced, right, with WNBA because I remember we talk about it that they don't have as much time to prepare into NBA, just a comparison. So everything is just accelerated. So you have to pick up at a faster pace and
Mm-hmm.
be ready or you know find somewhere, pick up your basketball and find somewhere else to fit in where you get in. But I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. I'll be shocked. There is, but I think she should. I think she should. I think that's a great question.
Yeah, I got. It looked like it was gonna be the Cooking Johnson team to me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think she. I mean, I really think she should. I mean, Zia waited. You know what I mean? Honestly, I mean, she went through some adversity or some adversity or let's say challenges
Mm-hmm.
and stayed on roster. So I mean, I think it's a great window of opportunity, and I look forward to seeing. And I think saw some significant growth, maturity in her game from that experience, right?
Oh yeah, I got you. Do I ever listen to Fever Chats? No, no, I don't. I don't. I don't. I ain't gonna lie. I, I try to be real selective with how I spend my social media currency because it pushes stuff out into the
Algorithms,
algorithm. Yeah, so I try to be. I get enough stuff on my algorithm that if I wasn't trying to keep up with stuff to be able to have conversations about what's going on, I wouldn't. It wouldn't be in my algorithm that when I can dial it back or keep or miss something. Yeah, I make sure I go ahead and miss it.
he said,
Uh,
"Listen,
yeah, I uh, Fago. Let's talk tonight. Feagin. One preseason game, 10 minutes, 8 points, 3 rebounds, one steal. Did she only play in one? 66.7% from the field, went 4 for 4 from the free throw line, I believe. Um, 8 points in 10 minutes is good work. 3 rebounds in 10 minutes is good work. Steal in 10 minutes is good work. 4 for 4 from the line matters. Listen, um, I know that they got a crowded front court, but Sania Feagin needs to be a part of what they doing here. Her preseason efficiency says that she can check in immediately and do something. And I think that's the kind of player coaches can grow to trust because she doesn't need the offense to stop for her. Score off activity.
right? Putbacks, rebounds, loose balls,
Yeah, rebound, hustle
mismatch points.
plays. That
Yeah,
physicality that now we want to see the consistency, which I think she'll show because I think she went and built that in Australia and in the other places that she went and played. 190 in the chat, y'all. Hit the like, hit the share. They both right there for me. Um, she played in both. Yeah, my research. When I did the research, I might have only looked at one game. So y'all keep me honest. Um, right now she just got to go separate herself from this crowded group, and they got to give her the minutes to do it. I love her profile because she's always had high energy front court right field to her. She's not the flashiest name, but not every winning piece is flashy, and that's where she's important. She's the piece that keeps the possession alive, right? Dirty work. She's a dirty work player. Finish the play that started with somebody else's creation. Saniya can be that part. And she gotta make the Sparks feel that every time she hits the floor this season. That's what I'm challenging her with. Coach, you got something on tonight? I mean on Saniya before I go to Tanaya.
So now, like you said, runs the floor well. We also, let's not forget, has the ability, been working on knocking down that 12 to 15 footer more consistently, but also, again, never afraid to play defense, mix it up, physicality that much needed in the WNBA. She's got some tween there, little wingspan, and I love the trash talking on defense. And so I think it's just time. I think with Sania, I think the pattern of her work or effort is waiting for your time, right? And being effective and being a value part of the team and the right people value in it, right? Your teammates value what you bring, and understanding that the positivity and push and play hard. Eventually, you get that window of opportunity to say, now is your time, you know, to shine, to do everything that you work for. So I think Sanaa Feagin is it's like the poster, young lady, or not poster, just the epitome of wait your time, work hard, wait your time, and find your niche. In the meantime, how can you be valuable, and how can you be a value to the program, even though you're not getting much time as you want? How can you be valuable, and how can you be a positive part of what's happening with the team? And so sometimes I think that's not talked about enough. Auntie is okay, if you're not playing, are you a positive, right, presence for your teammates and for the coaching staff? Until you get that opportunity you've been looking for and you've been working for. Are you working for that opportunity to get more clock and time? And so that is part of Sania Feagin's story there, right? She worked
Mm-hmm.
to get where she was at in South Carolina, and and become successful going in her junior or senior year. And so the same thing, it shows that she has what stick to itiveness, has endurance, and so program franchise and pros may pick her up because there is a what reliability pattern there, track record from college and now the pros. So I think that sells itself too. But I don't, I mean, she's at LA. I think that would be crazy to let that go because I'm sure she has some phenomenal work ethic and practice. And so I definitely admire Sania Feagin and appreciate her story and how she got to where she is, and I'm sure that's still motivating her. And I think when she played in Australia, wasn't that correct? And professionally, had a pretty good, successful season.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Let's talk tonight lesson. I think I only got one of tonight's games too. Uh, I know people are going to be looking to see tonight score because she was such a prolific scorer in
Right.
college. But scoring is definitely not what the Los Angeles Sparks are looking for from her at first. From her at first. But in the preseason, she averaged 7 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists in 18 minutes. Great numbers for a number 20 pick. Was tonight 20? Was she number 20?
Yes. Second
Um,
round two, pick 20.
she's making the adjustment. The point of attack defense has been there. Transition play, learning the speed of the league. Did she have 5 rebounds in the game? Let me see. I got them notes right. Oh, I can't see it right here. For some reason, I want to say I think she had like 5 rebounds in the game, but I might be wrong there.
In preseason game.
Mhm. But rookies have to learn how to stay in the game mentally when the main thing doesn't show up the right way all the time. And so, if she gets in a situation where the shots aren't falling or whatever, does she disappear? Is she pouting? Does she force? No, she's gonna rebound, defend, run, keep competing. Grabbing boards tells me she keeps competing. And the fact that you know that the scoring is there, and that's her gift, and it'll come. That's why she's in the league. So I think LA's aggressive offensive scheme will eventually create chances for her to really get downhill and thrive. So, she's gonna make the adjustment to stronger defenders and shit and help being a little bit smarter. And so I think for her, patience is gonna be important, but it's not a passive patience, right? It's an active patience. Keep defending, learning, attacking, watching film, figuring out where your shots come from in the system, and then when the rhythm hits, be ready. So scorers don't ever forget how to score. Let's understand that part. And she just has to learn where the pro windows are. That's the next evolution for her. Where the pro windows for her, where her spots at, and I think she showed up well for 2 preseason games, and she got some very good information, and that's good for the rest of the season. Coach.
Yeah, I think you correct against Nigeria. She had 5 rebounds. I remember saying that and 6 assists, and so shows the thing. I think Sania Lasson did a great job. Just in one season, it would have been coulda, shoulda, woulda. It would have what if, right? What if she had 2 seasons in South Carolina? But we're here now. Started in South Carolina. Now we're here. WNBA. Now we're here. But I think Sania Lasson did a great job of working through some injuries and then um, holding herself accountable to learn how to read offense on the defensive end better, if that makes sense, right? When she's on the defense and how to be more effective and not just scrambling to make a play, but be a part of the defense, right? And be a part of the team defense, right? So that was a
Mm-hmm.
big jump from her from Florida State, right? Just different in the coaching philosophy. So now Zanaya Lasson had to adjust really fast in one season of how to play team defense and then and then how to create off of that team. Then she found moments to create offense off of the team defense based on where her assignments were in that defense. And so I think that's important because when you get to the pros, you are getting what? Assignments. This
Oh,
is what we
absolutely.
need. This is what we need you to do if you're playing for us and this particular coach this year. Also, I think it was great learning how to uh, pick and choose where you take your shots. And so tonight, Lashley knew she wanted to be a pro. Yes, she probably wanted to play with Raven one more time. They made a championship run, but also she probably had confidence in preparing her to be a pro, how to look, eye for detail offensively and defensively, knowing when to hold it, knowing when to take a shot. And so I think that will get better. I noticed as the season went along at South Carolina, the decision making got better for Sanaya Lasson. But also the question was sometimes when you have some discomfort in an injury, sometimes it does affect your decision making, right? If you get fatigued,
Mm-hmm.
it's not an excuse, but if you're not back to a certain position, sometimes it can hamper, get in the way of decision making. So hopefully she's feeling much healthier, getting back healthier to whatever she was trying to rehabilitate while at South Carolina. And so and I don't ever make that excuse, but just by being a coach and seeing players
Mm-hmm.
firsthand, seeing how that can affect them when you're in some
Right.
discomfort or some slight pain, that can affect how you play and how you see the game. But right now, I think you're in a great position. I think with some time lasting, she doesn't have to score live. She just has to be efficient. Everyone knows tonight can score, but now you're in the league where how does that match up for your height? Right now, you got to use your height to your advantage for defensive and getting out in transition, right? Getting
Mm-hmm.
out in transition to get some buckets where you're in the game, but stop somebody, stop somebody. I have confidence that Tyler Lashley has the ability to stop somebody and also knock down shots when needed. Knock down shots when needed. That's is that when it tightened up, right? And that's what she kind of got simulated when she was down in South Carolina. And when your window of opportunity is there for you shoot, you got to knock them down because it's not many.
Got you. Got you. I agree. Let's see who else. Yeah. Laeticia Amihere. I mean, this is defensive versatility. I don't understand how the hell she's always on the roster bubble. I don't understand how she's on the roster bubble all the time. Um, I think she's in a hard spot trying to make that 12 person roster in Golden State. Any updates? Have we got any updates on her training camp contract? Has she been signed
As of
officially? Anything?
today, I had checked earlier as far as transactions and news, and I did not see anything with LA. It's just I think the most recently is who got shot. Somebody got signed to Chicago. Let me bring that up in the game index.
Natasha Cloud got signed over there.
Yes, the Natasha Cloud.
Was there somebody else besides was there another signing? I don't know. I mean, her value is defense, versatility, rebound and traffic, rotate, contest, switch, hold up, finish, communicate, rebound. I want to say she had 4 rebounds, a block and a steal. I think that's where she makes noise. I don't know. I need a team to HBO got sent to the crib or out of there. I just don't know if they're going to give her the opportunity to stick, and I need a team to give her opportunity to stick, even if it's in a developmental role. Like Laeticia Amihere belongs in this league.
I can't. I mean, 1,000% does. As of today, there was no other movement or transactions with the Bouts. The Bouts were very active on Sunday, May 3rd, and that was not had in LA was not in those waivers or parting waves. So that's a good sign, right? So I got to go back to this. Like I am befuddled. How you have a player that really literally can play 1 through 4, and if you need to, can get a little something done in the 5. How you have such a versatile player, you can't even appreciate the value that you have in front of you. Do you know how much? How much? If I don't know what the college is thinking, but it's there, right there in your backyard, in your back court, right? How much more that would spread the floor for you and help out other players, offensive, players get shots off. So I don't understand that philosophy. If I have a player like that, they're going on the floor because one, she tween. She's got a long wingspan. She's going to get there and disrupt defensively, right? And it's going to rebound and can shoot a little bit and can post up if you need to. That's a tough guard. So why you don't use that? So I'm sorry, I'm a little passionate, but that is a coach's dream. You know what I mean? Like, how do you not use it? How do you not use that gift, the ability that's right there in front of your eyes? So I don't know. I don't want to call it power sports and basketonomics. I don't want to go there too strong, but something has to give. It makes
I mean,
sense.
she gotta make it till we got to make that official cuts and rosters got to be done by the 7th. So it is now officially. I didn't even realize my favorite holiday of the year. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody.
Yeah, get you a margarita.
Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. Hey, listen. Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. Ah. My favorite holiday. Our bench is weak. Okay. You say you want to see the dream, bring her back. I like that. Okay. So to those who celebrate.
Mariachi, was that Mariachi man? Did I say that correct? I'm all tongue tied.
Well, I get the mariachis out, bro. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
tacos, tequila, and THC, man. They don't get no better than that, man. That is my kind of day.
I am when you bring up LA, it's just that's another one of the rare players that I feel is not getting a fair deal. I get very passionate about that young lady's talent because it's something wrong is going on.
Much like the Bree Hall. I'm surprised that Bree Hall hasn't been called back yet. I don't know what people waiting on to call Bree Hall. I don't know what people are waiting on to call Breezy.
How you don't call defense back? Shoot too. But she gonna give you a whole bunch of effort. I agree with. How you don't call defense back?
We're gonna put that on the shirt. How you don't call defense back? We're gonna put that on the shirt. How you don't call defense back?
Yeah.
Defense call. How you ain't gonna pick up?
Right. Oh man, it's Taco Tuesday.
Cinco de Mayo don't fall on Tuesdays that often. You know what it is? Let's get it.
Yeah, it is rare. Most of the time, when I was into it, it was like Friday or Saturday or something. I remember weekendish between Thursday Sunday.
Besides like missing home, like missing my family, this is probably one of the days that I miss like really being in the Bay Area. This
Okay.
is one of the days that I'm like, dang, I really wish I was back at the crib. Uh who else? Do we talk I think we talked to everybody. Did we talk Asia? I mean Asia's the standard. I think I led with her. Coach, in the game index, can you let us know who's been cut and who's stayed around?
All right, here we
Hold
go.
on, hold on. Kappa buying drinks. Hold on, Kappa buying drinks. Buying drinks, sip glass. Appreciate that support, Kappa. Appreciate that. Uh, who's gone? Who's gone? Who's still around? I know Harmony is gone. Reagan Beer, some of these other players, are they still sticking around? What you got in the game index?
I mean, guys, again, I think the most recent ones we already rare. We could go. We're gonna work our way back a little bit. We could go with today. Well, yesterday, Marvelous Monday, May 4th. It wasn't marvelous for some people because some people got to figure out what's their next step in their basketball career. So, how many turned away by Connecticut Sun, Kyle O. Acre Wave, Torrey Wave by the Connecticut Sun, Haley. You already mentioned Auntie Haley Van Lift Wave by the Chicago. Hey, Grace Berger Wave. Five, Lizzie Allen Wave. Wings, Wave for the Wings. Amy. Oh, I'm calling Amy O. I'm not even gonna mess up her last name. Wave for the Wings. Lucy Faka Mudajadu. Wave. Costanza Verona. Wave for the Wings. Marshall. Radio Marshall. See, I actually like their game, but I just don't. I think it was too much of the same in Marshall's position. Wave. Jordan. How you feel about that on Jordan? Oh my. From Vegas, Wade from Vegas. Aisha Koulibaly was Wade from Chicago. Maddie Westbelt, Wade. Shay Seeski from Wade from Mercury. Peyton Williams uh,
Wait,
is
I think that's Shay Chizeki. I think that's
Shizeki. Thank you.
I think that's Shizeki. Go ahead.
Golden State Valkyries was a Miela Sowa. Wade. Manwatanda. Wade at Golden State. Kate Reese. Wade. Marta Suarez. Yeah, that's a head scratcher. You do the trade and then Wade. I skipped one day. You right. Mariella Fazula, Wade. Ashlyn Jackson, Wade. Over to Chicago again on a Sunday. Fun day, Latasha Lattimore, Wade out of the sky. Wade out of the sky, from the sky. There you go. Tony Morgan, Wade from the sky. Tell you May here. Dude, Wave. She's out of the store. um, Lee Soo Kang is out for the season due to a personal decision. So now Wave out for the season for Mercury. Aubrey Griffin, Wave by the Lynch. Lady White, Wave. Was it J.M.? Wave. Reagan Richardson, waved from the Lynx. Bagaloon. Elizabeth B. Bagaloon, Bush Street again, Mocha Latte. Waved by the Portland Fire. Uh, Jordan Hobbs, waved. Chicago Sky, Morgan Nestor, waved. Jamie Nair, waved by Phoenix Mercury. Asia Shepard, waved by Phoenix Mercury. Maggie Dugan from University of Richmond Spiders, waved by Phoenix Mercury. Yarden Garzone, sharpshooter, waved by the Phoenix Mercury. Darren Mabry was way. I think that was kind of a surprise, maybe not. Toronto by the Toronto Tempo. Madison Roche, excuse me, waved by Toronto Tempo. Christy Wallace waved. Nasir Pryor, waived by Liberty. Ashley O, waived by the Liberty. Ella Dean, waived by Seattle Storm. Jalen Brown, waived. Beatrice. And y'all think he said Fauntleroy, waived by the Dream. Celia, waived. Sasha Washington, waived by the Dream. Carolyn D from UConn, waived by Golden State. Amaya Battle was waived. Minnesota Lynx. Sakima Walker, waived. Rashaya Kyle was waived by Minnesota Lynx. Amelia Hassett was waived by Los Angeles Sparks. Sydney Cooks was waived by Chicago Sky. Paige Robinson was waived by the Dream. Zaria Spearman was waived by the Wings. In the end of April, Grace Sullivan was waived by the Wings. Cheyenne Sellers, second time around. Caroline who? Duchard D. Caroline from Duke. That had all those. She had all those concussions, right? Bailey Maupin was.
You talking about Caroline Ducharme?
Ducharme,
UConn?
Yes. UConn.
Okay, good.
Let me get it here. That should almost bring us up to par with the wave. Yeah, that should bring us up to where we need to be because we got some more waving coming up pretty soon this week, the next few days.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Coach, what surprised you about preseason?
I got you know what surprised me about preseason? The Washington Mystics.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Washington Mystics. Because you don't know which way they're going, as far as how they're composed, what you see the moves they're making, but then they come out and they play. I mean, it's preseason, but they still play pleasantly hard. It's just their energy is contained. Mystics energy. You got Kiki, Citron. I thought Citron and Kiki played well again. And then you have the Georgia Amore.
Hey, Okikiola ain't messing around. Okikiola ain't messing around.
Ain't messing around, baby.
Not messing around, okay?
Yeah. Kappa, thank you, Kappa. Yeah, Laura Betts. You got to give credit on that. Yes, with the Mystics. So the Mystics surprise. I got to be honest. The Mystics surprised me in preseason. I didn't expect this right out of preseason response. I didn't, And then you float Shakira in there, man. I mean, they really got a potential team to mess with. It's just I think it's I don't know. I don't know if it's enough WNBA winning experience. When I say, if that makes sense to say.
They don't know what they don't know, though.
Right. But that has been my and the Dream looked dangerous. I'm sorry, the Dream looks scary dangerous. If everybody stays 70 to 75 to 80% healthy, woo.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's a subtle danger there. You see the moves they're making in the roster. You can hold me to that. If I'm wrong, I'll come back and apologize. But I'm going to stand on tonight, on this morning. Dream look dangerous.
Okay. I mean, I got him. Potentially a semifinal team. Who do you think gets the developmental spots for Chicago? Do they bring back Koulibaly? or Lattimore or both.
I mean, you
I
really.
hope so.
Go ahead, Auntie. Go ahead.
Mm. Like I said, I hope so. I wouldn't have let Lattimore go. That was weird to me.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was gonna say before. Cause yeah, that was a head scratcher. That was a head scratcher. Because you think you would need some depth, right? The depth chart with
What's
that
wrong with
position.
your
Lattimore got
what's
it.
wrong with oh yeah, and then what's wrong with your dream bench? You got Papa's on the bench, you got Medina's on the bench. Who else on your bench? No, where's that roster at?
See, Nas Hillman, India from North Carolina.
Is Sika Kone still there?
Sika Kone is still there.
Is Taylor
Stephanie
Theory still there?
Taylor Theory is still there.
I think did Sasha Washington get waived or is she still there?
Wave, Sasha Washington, Wave.
Yeah. It'll be all right.
You got
Did Beer?
Stephanie.
I don't think Beers got waived yet. Where Beers is in? Where? Connecticut?
Let's check.
Where's
Let's double
Beers?
check. Let's double check. I like that.
I seen Jeremy had popped in over there on the Instagram. Appreciate that. While Coach is checking, this is a great time
Yeah.
for me
So
to
we looking
tell
for
y'all
Beers, right?
that I
Reagan
don't
Beers
know
is
until
at Connecticut.
Connecticut. Thank you. Still there. Okay. Not cut. Great. Keep fighting, Reagan. Let me see. Yeah, real quick. Make sure, because y'all know I'm about the community now. I want to make sure we support something important. The Black and Missing Foundation hosting the Hope Without Boundaries 5K Run Walk on Saturday, May 30th, 2026. National Harbor, Maryland. Kickoff is at 8 a.m. with that race starting at 9 a.m. Listen, y'all, it's more than a race. This is a movement to help us find us. That's hashtag help us find us. Help bring our missing home. Learn more about the foundation at theblackandmissinginc.com. Register for the 5K at HWB like boy 5K.org. If y'all in the area, man, it's a great way to support. Even if you just want to donate, reach out to the website. It's a lot of us missing, and ain't nobody trying to find us.
That's true.
Taylor signed the developmental contract. Thank you, Kona, but nobody other than her can get their own shot. You don't think Paopao can get her own shot? Medina can't get her own shot. Who else on y'all bench? It's gonna be interesting.
Got Stephanie Jones, Whitebird still there. I think they got a little bit more trimming to do on the roster by the eighth. Just
Sounds like it.
a smidgen more, just a smidgen more, just a smidgen. Aces. All right, let's look at it. I like that question. Mocha Latte. So right now,
Coach, what question are you answering?
the talker asked us about the Aces need to add to the roster wing or a post. But you got Kennedy there. Uh, Shia Parker. You got CPT. I can't remember. Did Brianna Turner still there?
Jordan Obi the only one we sent away, ain't it?
Yeah, Jordan Obi.
Yeah. So, oh, you know what? I forgot what they said too for y'all Atlanta Dream real quick before Coach answer about Las Vegas. Tina Charles, go back to Atlanta. Tina Charles. Tina Charles, go back to Atlanta and strengthen that bench.
I would say it's true. I think they're good on the post. They're managing well this year. Believe it or not, they got a little bit of depth there. Mocha Latte, I would say a a three that can play D and shoot mid range. You know, you don't have to worry about a 3-pointer, but just I think some defense in that wing, a wing that's not a two, but a wing that's a three that make some lift there. If they desire to seek that, I don't see that happening. Based on it looks like Ace is gonna be ready to go, but it
No,
just
we went with Talbot in that role.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think
So
Talbot. I think they'll make KB try to play some of that. Maybe.
yeah.
Somebody else to get on our roster.
This
It could be Barker. I mean Barker. Let me see. No, not Barker. Even though Barker threw ball, I want to know if that's going to travel.
right.
I want to know did it make it to the WNBA? What am I forgetting?
The listener.
Oh no, when Dana get back. So yeah, Talbot, Kirsten. Surprisingly, they may run Chelsea at the wing a little bit if they put Jackie and Jewel on the floor together. Jackie Kennedy, Chelsea out there. Might see Chelsea at the 3 or maybe even a 4 in some situations. Yeah.
Excuse me. Is that Kennedy at the 3 too as well sometimes?
Oh, I don't know, maybe. But I'm saying with Jackie and Kennedy and Chelsea on the floor together at times, or even
Oh,
Jackie
okay.
Chelsea
Okay.
duel out there. Jackie Chelsea Dana Kennedy out there. You know, I think Chelsea is kind of like a Swiss Army knife with her
Okay.
size IQ and passing. Um, foot speed with certain players could be an issue. So, but yeah, Talbot and Barker.
Talbot and Barker, huh? Yeah, that makes sense for what you have to work with. That's what we're working with.
So, and I mean, nobody has to really go on a developmental contract. Maybe Obi comes back on a developmental contract. We got 12 people, I believe. I don't think anybody has to go on a developmental in the developmental contract.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so I think all our roster spots are taken. And I know people are, some people may be like, "Oh goodness, we didn't look good yesterday." Oh, we didn't. But I love, like Asia said, I haven't played 5-on-5 basketball for 5 months. I mean, since October. So there's that, which is more like 7 months ago. So
Be all right then.
I'm not worried about preseason. I'm not worried about a motherfucking thing about the Las Vegas Aces. I damn sure am not worried about it. Did not look sketchy. It looked like they went to Austin, had a good time, stopped by Texas and played a little basketball, and is headed back to Las Vegas to get some rings. What I saw that team do last year with just Asia after a 50-point loss, like, you know what? We see the league, and I'm finna go get 16 of them in a row. Not worried about. I'm not worried about 2 preseason games, especially one that Asia didn't play in. So, well, Asia didn't play in Who's hurt? Evans is hurt.
Yeah, Daniel is out.
That's the only person hurt right now?
That's the only what I
Yeah.
see right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not worried at all. We'll see y'all at the championship.
Say, ring me, please.
Yeah. That's what we on. Ring me time. It ain't gonna be easy, but it's ring me time. Let's build to that three peat. Let's go get that three peat.
That's right. I thought that was, I don't know. I still thought, pretty good question though. What does that look like?
Oh yeah, yeah. I just don't. Number one, we got 12 players, so I don't see us adding anything. And I thought they put together a well balanced roster for the way that we split the money. But yeah, I ain't worried about that. And if they were gonna add somebody to the roster, who would it be? Who's out there?
You go free agency
Who?
or somebody waived. I don't know if it'd be
Your name
anybody
out
that
there. Who out of all the names you just named, you read about 70 names. You read about 70 names. Out of all the names you read, which one of them were you was like, oh man, the Aces really could use her?
I mean, if Golden State gets silly, gets stupid, go ahead and get LA. I mean, obviously, the thing that comes with Vegas is that I think.
That's not a name that you just read. Now, what my question was,
Oh, the
you
name I just
read
read.
about 70 names. Of those names that you read, which one of them was you like, you know what, man, you know what? Las Vegas is just one champion, just this one player away from that championship locked up.
I'll be honest, any of the names I called off, really, I didn't see fitting that. When they say the genre of the team, because it's a unique way they vet. I think we talked about that maybe a month ago.
I don't think
How
they have to fill development roles. I'll tell you this, a name you didn't say that I
who?
would welcome on the team, even in a developmental role, Bree Hall.
Oh, okay, okay. Defense. That's it's the that's it's the she can Bree Hall can shoot the ball, but at the WNBA level, I think the Aces could um could benefit from that defensive energy for sure.
Hell yeah.
Great call, great call. I ain't even pull for that one. Great call.
And who knows? Maybe Obi comes back and goes in the developmental contract. I'm not sure. Uh, but from what I understood, if you got drafted, you could just get put in the developmental contract. But maybe teams are letting players go to see if they get picked up, and then if they don't, maybe they invite them back for a developmental contract. Maybe there's some flexibility there. I'm not sure. Okay, hold on. I ain't the commish smoker latte, so I ain't going. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I'm not the commission either.
But the commish will be here tomorrow because we're gonna do a special baseline with the commish tomorrow to finish talking some of the stuff that we were talking on Sunday, and I will try to get that question answered. But I'm not gonna act like I know the answer. It's not one of that. It's what they say. Put my corporate out. That's out of my wheelhouse. There, it's out of my
Right.
wheelhouse.
Let us go. Let's go to our expert on that. Our in-house
Yeah,
expert.
we'll have a SME. We'll have a SME address that at a later time. Okay, I got a SME for that.
Oh my goodness, that's true though. So true.
What else? What else we got? What else we got? I talked all of the game packs that I wanted to talk. I talked about the Met Gala.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, it's me, subject matter expert, man. Get him in here. Get a fresh pair of eyes on him in the morning. Get a fresh pair of eyes on that thing in the morning. You heard?
Morning.
Hey. This we have subject matter experts here at Cess Talks Sports. I don't claim to know everything at all. Okay, that's why I say my chat better than yours. The answer is always in the chat. The answer is always in the chat. I don't think it ain't too many questions I ain't been able. If I stayed on here long enough, the answer didn't show up. Yeah, that was all I had. We talked through some of those last moves. We went through all the Gamecocks and where they at. Coach, you got any sleeper teams or anybody that you got a little you peeking in on them, trying to see what they're gonna do?
I get no my team is I gotta go back. I tell you, I don't know. I have a fondness for the Mystics right now, with them adding the bets and seeing how that plays out. And it's a curiosity there for me. I want and man, it's probably maybe because I'm still in Richmond, Virginia. That's not too far from there, but I'm usually a New York. My Knicks are in the playoffs. I'm usually a New York fan, but I'm not a Liberty fan. Isn't that crazy on the women's side? um, um, but they say, Cherry, my Knicks are in the playoffs. Pray for me. Even you just say, Cherry, pray for me.
Okay.
But no, back to women's sports. I'm going with Mystics right now. As my surprise set. I really am. I'm a little concerned about Golden State, even though they had a great, their first inaugural season. It don't seem like they got the same. Can I say je ne sais quoi? Got the same pop to it. And what's the name played exciting?
They're missing it. It's je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, but you know the last you know who had exciting it was a home preseason last preseason game at home. Portland Fire they play exciting. They're not it's no top but they play exciting game. They stretch the floor out the whole game. They try to make you pop that pill. They try to double team you in the corner in the blind spots in the half court. So
he said one word. Don't put a French sentence in the chat. Don't you throw everything out. Don't do all that.
Yeah.
One word. Je ne sais quoi. Yeah, one little saying. One.
That's it.
One
That's all I got.
Yeah, one statement. I'm sorry. One statement. Don't write nothing back to him.
So I enjoy.
Excuse don't say nothing. Okay. You know what I mean? Come on. We ain't there. Okay. We get very. It's hey, because this in a minute. Listen. It's only a little bit. Okay. Everything will be je ne sais pas in a minute. I don't know.
Everything.
Yeah, I start mixing Spanish and French together. Como se dice? Como se dice? Yeah, I ask you how to say something in Mexican that I need to say in Spanish that I need to say in French. So no, we ain't ready. We ain't ready up here.
Yeah, no. And also, I think what I would say, Portland Fire played a exciting game.
Exciting, coach. You are.
I didn't say winning. I didn't say winning.
This one of them El Ladine takes right here. I'm like exciting.
They make the game interesting for three and a third.
Right now, I'm literally like pulling up this. I'm like exciting. What did I miss about this exciting ass game you talking about? What?
Because they try to keep the speed up.
Like Portland, I don't remember them at all.
And if Cam Brink stays healthy, then I'm thinking LA is pushing for a playoff spot. Can I say that early? Got Cam Brink
already had Sparks in the playoffs, but understand you saying can Cam Brink stay healthy? Remember that the coach said if we start today, Cam Brink's on the bench. So there's that part. Okay, Cam's on the bench. Right. Cam's on the bench. Like NECA and De'Erica being there mean that Cam, you're not starting.
I still think Cam is important to that success. I don't feel
Cam better get her weight up and her fouls down. Get your weight up and your fouls down. Okay? This is Cam's challenge this season. Get your weight up and your fouls down. Even if that means like I said, I suggested, I don't know if it's that she needs to start lifting weights the day of the game. Like, we saw Chloe did to kind of build up. I don't know if she has trouble, keeping weight on or what.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you, Mocha Latte. She already got 3 fouls right now for the next game. Shit. Come on. Shit. She come in with 3 fouls. God damn, man. That's a great point, Mocha Latte. I'm going to use that. Thank you. That was a great call out.
I can't remember. I guess she had the same problem.
This is how come I don't know that it was an exciting game, because I didn't look at it for real. I specifically watched this game for Taniya and Sania minutes. So I don't know if Portland was exciting or not. But I know that Sarah Williams was another one who got to the WNBA so far and had a much better preseason than I expected her to have. She definitely had a much better preseason than she did last year at college. So maybe she's digging Portland. But 10.5 points a game, 5.5 rebounds, 1.5 steals, 66% from the floor, 75% from free throw. From your center.
That's not bad.
You take that, from your rookie center.
That's pretty decent.
Now I know earlier HD's suggestion was that Dallas actually traded Enrique to Portland and let Enrique come and be Enrique in Portland.
Okay, Enrique.
Yeah, let's get the Enrique going in Portland. So I thought that Enrique was brought into Dallas, but maybe everybody kept saying they liked the idea, and people see Dallas still moving off Enrique. It's not what I would necessarily call for. I thought she gave him a friendly deal, and I thought that Enrique was buying into playing with Paige and them. But I know folks are like, hey, Enrique, Paige, AZ, Zaza, because Zaza played a hell of a last game of the preseason. Like, y'all gonna have to play me, or y'all gonna have to move me. So interesting to see what Dallas does. Interesting to see what they do. But Portland, exciting. I didn't have those two together, so
from my eye, I spy.
Oh man, I spy something effective.
Right. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, that was it. I just wanted to catch up on preseason. Put a bow on that. Gonna be looking at what teams look like going into the regular season and really nail down after they get the rosters done on the 7th. Can't wait to have those conversations.
We day and a half away now, right? Technically at May 5th.
Yeah, so by Thursday we should know. We should know. But Coach, let's get ready to get out of here. I know we are back Wednesday night. Yeah, let's get ready to get out of here. It's no pick'ems tonight.
No pick'ems.
We won't do pick'ems again until I think Thursday night. So it's coming soon. Pick'ems is back, so Coach will break it down and give you his picks. But Coach, give us something positive so we can get out of here.
Big Drip Dawn Stelly. The Dawn Stelly says you can be inspired, but you have to do the work. Be great in your preparation. Become excellent in your performance and everything you do. I hope you have and you carry a champion mentality. Get in your bag and expand your bag. I believe in you. You should believe in you too, because you are the best. Shoot for the moon, land amongst the stars. Do what you do and go very far. In the crazy wide world of shorts we call Earth. We'll spread love. More love is what we need, but most importantly, as the song says, the greatest love of all starts with it. You. When you get a little frustrated, maybe you get a little tired of reaching for your goals. Tie not hold on. Keep on moving. Don't stop. No, you got this. You can do this. But most of all, you were made for this WNBA season. Regular season, May 8th is upon us. I look forward to seeing you sooner than later. Keep hooping, my friends. Keep hooping, my friends.
The Gamecock Takeover 2026. Y'all, watch out. It's coming. The WNBA Gamecock 2026 Takeover. Ass kicking chickens all over the place, y'all. Until next time, I appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with us. Hit the like, hit the share. They both right there. When this thing is all done, hype this video. I love talking Gamecock with y'all. Glad we got to get the CC show in too. We will see you again Wednesday for the CC show. I'm back again tomorrow with we're gonna talk some kind of stuff. I think I got check ball. We up. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But until next time, y'all, we appreciate you so much. Y'all, if it's your first time here, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell. Do not miss the next drop. Y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. That's Coach Coleman, Cess Talks Sports, the CC show.